Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and here I am in my garage, and today we're going to do an experiment. We're going to try something out, and what we're going to do is we're going to determine whether or not a rotary machine, when cleaning a carpet, with the friction on the carpet, will that create a hotter, will the pad or the carpet heat up underneath the machine as it's going over the carpet as it's cleaned, because this is something that I'm aware that some carpet cleaning companies have said that use this type of a method, that the pad, when it goes over the carpet, the friction will create heat, which will give it increased cleaning power, and the heat will help the carpet to dry faster. So I've got this handy little Ryobi laser temperature gauge. It tells me that the carpet is 75 degrees. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go over this. But before I do that, I've got a two-way pad underneath the machine. Before I do that, we're going to do one experiment to determine how fast it'll take before the rotary machine will melt the carpet, because as we all know, the Olefin carpets, which this is, melt at a rather low temperature, and a little over 220 degrees, I believe it is. So I'm going to run this totally dry pad on the carpet, and I'll stop when it starts to really bind, because I know it'll be melting the carpet. And we're going to turn it on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm slowing down. And let's have a look. 98. 103. We'll try it again. Right there. Oh, it's warm. 125. It didn't quite melt it though. Oh, that's binding like crazy. But it is melting it a little bit, I can see that. 147 degrees. Oh, I can smell it too. So it will get the carpet really good and hot. Didn't quite melt it though, but I have to confess I actually did it a little earlier, and you can see there is a ring there that I melted into the carpet. But it didn't quite melt it right here, which is odd. But that's doesn't take very long for it to get way too hot, and you could see that it was really binding on the carpet. So what I'm about to do now is I'm going to run over the carpet. I get a bit damp there. And I will see if the carpet warms up underneath the pad here. Oh yeah, so you can see a ring there. Yeah, I couldn't quite see it at first. So there it is. There is a ring there. It did melt the carpet. But now I'm applying solution. You can see the carpet is foaming up a little bit, or the solution is foaming up on the carpet. I'm going to give it a minute or two. I'll work my way back a little bit. check for the temperature of the carpet. $84. 74. Oh, I've gone up 10 degrees. 80. 77. So it did go up a little bit. Is 10 degrees going to make a difference? I don't think so. 86. Okay, well, interesting. It did go up a little bit in temperature, but 10 degrees or so, was it going to make any difference? I don't think. And of course, this was room temperature water sitting in here, or solution. But now I've got it at 300 RPM, so let's try it at that speed. Because there's a couple of companies out there that use 300 RPM machines, and their claim is that the 300 RPM machine, because it's spinning faster, will create the heat on the carpet that will help with the cleaning performance, and also the carpet will dry faster. But it'll have to go up an awful lot more than 10 degrees for that to occur. Now, one of the reasons why I like to use the shower feed, the tank on the machine, is because if you spray ahead, you're much more likely to end up not having enough solution applied, and you risk running dry on the carpet, and then you can have it bind like you saw me do at the beginning and end up with a melted carpet. And you do not want that, and that's one reason I prefer having a tank on my machine. As you can see, there's the ring where I just did it, and earlier I had done it right there, and that just took a few seconds. Okay, I'm about to stop the machine, and then we're going to check. $88 degrees, 83, 83, 81, over there, 75, so not even 10 degrees. So I'm not, not too impressive actually. But let's do another experiment. Get rid of that. And the other question is, what will an OP machine do? As you can see, this is my Orbital. And we'll run the Orbital right about there, I think. And what we're going to discover is whether or not the Orbital machine will heat up the carpet, or bind the carpet, or bind on the carpet and melt it. Now, you can see, it's melted right there. And I did it over there earlier. But yeah, you can see I did melt the carpet here, and it just takes a few seconds to get there. Remember that Olefin does melt at a lower temperature than nylon, of course. But that's a, cautionary tale, right? But remember now that the thing about a rotary is you would never hold it in one spot. That would be, surely you would know that not to do that. But the temperature as the machine is turning on one spot, it's going over, say, this one spot on the carpet. And the pad is going over constantly, for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. It's going over right on one spot. but the heat that is generated on the one spot transfers up into the pad, transfers back into the carpet, and it multiplies the temperature, and it's constantly going in one direction. Like when you want to starting fire with 2 sticks, basically, is what we're doing. You don't want to start a fire on the carpet. Anyway, and now the OP up does a different motion, although there's a turning motion, but it's also moving in many different directions. So the agitation and the friction is going to be coming up the carpet fiber from many different directions rather than simply one direction. So the agitation is less focused, is what I'm trying to get at, I think. So let's give it a try, see what happens. And I'm going to lift it so I've got all the weight on the head. But I'm not feeling it binding in any way. Ooh, well, look at that. Oh, it did get up there temperature-wise. Oh, yeah, 80 degrees I saw. Oh, I saw 89. 80, 90. Yeah, 89. So it did get pretty darn warm. Not quite as warm as over there. Actually, there's moisture there. I forgot that I actually had leaked water over here. And that actually was wet there. I have to try this over. We'll try it over there. There's no moisture. I forgot I had actually leaked. Let's use the pad. No, I can't use that one. I'll use another pad here. Another worn down pad. We'll do it in that corner. Yeah, actually, the pad was actually pretty darn wet. I'll make sure I'm doing it on a dry spot. Okay, so we'll try it again over here. Ooh, we're getting up there, 130. So that's actually not that far off where I was seeing the Rotary. So mind you, I did it a little bit longer time. So it will heat it up though. So bear that in mind. That's a dry. That's dry carpet, and of course you would never be running your machine on a dry carpet, but. Well, let's see what happens over here. Well, the carpet is wet enough. I don't have to put anything on the carpet. I don't think I actually melted the carpet over there, but I would say that it would theoretically be possible, but of course you would never be holding your machine in one spot anyway. That is just to demonstrate what theoretically at least can happen. Okay, we're gonna Okay, and that was, of course, the carpet was damp. So we're not going to get any heat increase with an OP machine on a damp carpet when you're cleaning, but you will be getting a slight increase with the rotary machine, either even at 175 or 300 RPM. There'll be a slight increase in heat, but 5 to 10 degree increase in heat isn't going to give you any increased cleaning power or more rapid dry time. It's just not enough. But don't ever run your machine doing whatever pad you want or use on a dry carpet. That's a bad idea. And in case you're wondering, the other question was, would it make a difference which pad? And when I did it earlier today, and I actually put a Ironman pad on, it made no difference in the temperature at all. There's the Ironman pad I used there. So I used the two-way, tried it that way, then I did it with the Ironman pad, and it made no difference. So there you go. Don't run dry, ever. Don't hold your machine in one spot, ever. And beware that if you run on dry on a carpet, you could damage it, but that would be operator error, and you certainly are not supposed to do that, so don't do that. Okay, so hopefully that'll give you something to think about. Hopefully we all learned something here. So thank you for watching, and have a good day.